What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a huge haul video. Now, before we get into all of those comic book goodness and talking about the comic book crawl, if you will, let's go ahead and smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification so that when videos like this drop ever so randomly, we've got a 900 subscriber giveaway that we're doing, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the video. But while you're doing that and the credits roll, if you want to see, stay tuned for the video. So I got wind of a little show that was going on. Comic Con would be too loose of a term because this was quite a small show. But in going to this show, I found out that another one that I visited last year is going to happen again at the same place, which was bigger than this one and closer to home. And so that's really good. Really good information. So that's 3 weeks from now. So looking forward to that. But also had mentioned it to a couple of the people that were down there in the New Orleans area, NOLA Comics and Sparks Comics. And they were there digging through some loan boxes when I got there. We talked and visited a few comic shops. So all of us walked away with some goodies. And so I would say that was a good day. And shout out to NOLA Comics because he hooked me up with the shirt. And so wearing it for this video. And so let's talk about the stuff that I got at the show. So one of them is this right here, Batman 269. So I now have sequentially 269 through 713. So working on those 260s, got a couple more that need to get out of the way and just inching my way, which is one of my big goals for this year and making some good headway thus far. Some of these I've switched the bags out already and some I have not. But like this one right here is Incredible Hulk number 34 from volume 2 before they went back to the legacy numbering. This is said it was the first somebody's art whose name I did not recognize. However, the reason why I got it really was the homage to Giant Size Hulk number 1. And this particular seller that I bought this, and then the next couple of books that I'm going to show you, was a guy that I had bought from the previous sale that I mentioned that was closer to home. And he said, well, hey, are you going to be back at that other one? So that's how I found out about it. So it pays to talk to the folks. Transformers number 10. So first Devastator. So nice pickup there. Mask number 1. Continuing with the 80s cartoon nostalgia here with a little mask action. Mask is the mighty power that can save the day. All right, so I had several of these back in the day, and then I think I finally did get one of those. But as far as the big truck, which was the bad guys, which was their names Venom? Seems like their name was Venom. Leave me a comment down below if you remember. So I got those, and then did I get these at that shop? No, I got those at the next store. So and that was about it that I got at that particular shop. I did get a lot of stuff that I'm going to be selling, which I typically don't show on there, but this is a lot of Star Wars stuff that I got that I'm going to be selling. Here's the other stuff that I got there. I thought it was a couple other big books. So Marvel Age number 6. Now, notice that this says first preview of Beta Ray Bill and Spider-Ham. Some people get a little upset when people say, well, that's not the first appearance. That's a preview. That don't really count. Look, if you want it to, it counts, okay? And when I say if you want it to, meaning you as the collector, not the seller, The seller's job is not to hype you up so much as it is to provide you information. If somebody, as a free-thinking individual, can make the choice that this is indeed the first appearance or not, then let them do it, right? And but there it is a lot of hype stories. So here is these Marvel previews as they went on got a lot thicker. But at this time they were thin, and hence why they were only 25 cents, or one of the reasons they were only 25 cents, the other being when it came out. But so there's your first preview of Beta Ray Bill, and then voila, first Spider-Ham. So Marvel Age number 7 is the first preview of Spider-Ham, but technically this is right. So it was one of those books I've been wanting to pick up, but everybody wanted way more than I wanted to really pay for it. And this one's a really clean copy, so I was glad to pick that up from that guy. Matter of fact, with the press, that could easily be a 9.2, which is near mint. So I don't think that I would ever really want to get it slabbed or anything, but if I was so inclined, there you go. So you see what I paid for it right there. And kicking it with the 80s childhood nostalgia again. How about a little Masters of the Universe? I have the power. So I have the, I think I have the Marvel Age where He-Man's doing the flex, but I'm not sure. I do know that I have the Star Comics number 1 of He-Man. And then, of course, this is the DC Masters of the Universe, which came out prior to that. And not sure what happened. They were at DC, and then all of a sudden Marvel started doing it. But maybe there was a falling out of sorts. But the first appearance is actually in another book where Superman is in there. I've seen that book several times, just never bit the bullet because it is kind of pricey and a decent grade. But those are the ones that I got there. Then I went to Second and so we bebop over to the Big Easy. So the Big Easy is where I was able to pick up, and I showed on my live stream on Friday the picture. So I showed it live because I just got it of Guy Gilchrist, who had done an homage to Hulk 181 using the Muppet characters. And so I thought that was really cool. Of course, I gave him the idea. I told him which Muppet characters I wanted to do. So just for reference purposes, this is a facsimile cover. But yeah, so this is Hulk 181, of course, and then this is the homage. So I wanted to get Cookie Monster in there. Thought it'd be really cool. Notice he's green. He's got purple pants, and it says, "Why me green?" He couldn't understand why me green. Yeah, and then it says, "And now the Wolveranimal." So it's animal. And it says, "How do you spell that?" Thought the word bubbles. I actually wanted the word bubbles, and originally when I was kind of driving down there and thinking through what I wanted to put on there, I wanted Grover, which is in place of Wendigo, to say something like he's only wanting the cookies or something to that effect. But when I got there and got to talking with him, I didn't say anything about that. So when he added the Cookie Monster talking bubbles up here, it was perfect. Glad about that. And I don't know if you saw my Instagram post or Guy Gilchrist, who also posted it on his story. But originally, he forgot the claws over here and went back. So my picture that I posted, it looked like everything was there except for these claws. So he went back and actually drew the claws on the other hand later. But awesome deal. Decided to Mylar it out of its mind. So definitely glad to have that in the PC. So I don't think NOLA had ever been to this particular store. Sparks had, and even though I didn't really, when I was there on Friday, I didn't really go through there. I was just mainly there to get that done by Mr. Gilchrist. So I did find some goodies. They don't have an awful lot of back issues, and I've gone through them all already. So, but you don't ever know. You're always looking for something different, right? At least I am. Found this Incredible Hulk number 1, right? Not for resale. Kind of feel like pulling those tags off of the mattresses as a kid. I feel like I'm a criminal. Should they be fined for this? But no, seriously, that is the Marvel Legends comic that came with that. So like to pick those up of comics I like to collect. And in which case, Hulk 1 is one that is on the radar for one day, maybe, somehow, who knows, but I'd like it to be. And I've got a lot of the homages and the facsimiles and stuff like that. I found this, which was kind of surprising, Stillwater #1. This was the last one they had on the shelf because this book's already got a little value on it. Heard it's good. I said, well, hey, I'll read it, see if it's any good, pick it up. I think they're at #5 now. And so we'll see what it's like. But if you've read Stillwater, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what I should do. Because sometimes if you just get the issue 1, it really doesn't tell the story. It's just kind of setting the pace for everything. And I've kind of heard the premise from other places, but I had not decided whether or not to get in on a new series, new book. But I do have some books that are now dropping off. They're finished, like Shang-Chi and some other ones that have finished up. And so maybe I start picking up Stillwater. I picked up the dollar comic of Batman Adventures. Like I was saying with the Hulk, I like to get these dollar comics or facsimiles, homages of comics that I have. I've got one of Batman Adventures 12 newsstand. And so got that to go with that. And that's all that I got from Big Easy. Well, if you've ever been down to Big Easy Comics, it's right around the corner. Literally, you can walk over there to 2nd and Charles. 2nd and Charles, for those of you who are not familiar with 2nd and Charles, 2nd and Charles is a chain owned by Books A Million, and it's got a lot of comics. And it's like half-price books. And so last time I was there, they had a sale. The people didn't even know it. Nothing was posted. And I regretted later that I didn't pick up additional stuff. So what I did was I just picked up a bunch of stuff. And I said, hey, look, if it rings up what I don't want, I'm just going to tell you to keep it. So there were probably 4 or 5 books I ended up not getting. Strange because like some of the books were some of the ones I bought last time. I bought them to resell. And went to buy them again, and they weren't the same price. But they don't post anything, and it's hardly at all. If you haven't checked it out, I did do a Instagram live while we were there, and I also have since posted that to my YouTube channel, so check it out if you're interested. But I did come away with some goodies for the PC. So let's talk about some Old Man Logan #22. There's several copies of this. I don't go out of my way to get it, but I have been picking up like the Old Man Logan. This is the brown suit, the traditional, the old suit, the original suit. I've got that one, but there's several of them, and pick them up where I can if they're on the cheap. I also got this sketch cover. Talking about sketch covers earlier. When I could pick up a sketch cover that I might be interested in getting something sketched on that has to do with this. So this would probably be a Rye or an Eternal Warrior type sketch deal because, you know, that's what this is. But the one I had, I got Clayton Crane to do a Rye sketch on. So maybe I do another character, maybe the Eternal Warrior or something. But I picked these up when I get them on the cheap. Picked it up for $2, so you can't beat that. Because like if you go to a con, so hopefully cons will come back one day, but when you go to a con, you, at least my experience has been, I never can find the one I need. Like the, you know, I'll find a Captain America one when I'm trying to get a sketch for Hulk or vice versa. And so it, if you have like this, the one I had that I got this done on, I bought this at Louisville Comic Con in 2019. I said, well, one day I'm probably going to want to get a Hulk one, not today, but I'll go ahead and pick it up because it was $5. But that's just my experience for what that's worth. Star Wars 29, a little Yoda action going on there. I was missing that one in the Jason Aaron run. Shadow Man, Ray Sherman. And filling in a little detective when I can get in on the cheap. So this is Detective Comics from the New 52. This is issue number 4, number 13, number 18, number 22, number 20, and number 25. Some Jason Fabot goodness. Got Secret Weapons number 2, second print. Faith number 1. these CGC slabs that they did for that. And then I got Archer and Armstrong #6. And so it was funny because this was flipped around backwards, and so it had Britannica, which was one of their, or Britannia, or whatever it is. And so I was scanning the deal into my CLZ, and it kept coming up this. I said, this is not that. And sometimes if you have CLZ, it'll show like the wrong UPC code doesn't pull up the right book. Okay, what is the wrong with this thing? And I realized, flip it around, Jason, it's not the right, on the right side. This is the last series of Archer and Armstrong that they did. This is issue number 4, issue number 8, and issue number 6. Red Hood and the Outlaws number 10. Back some more detective comics from the New 52. Issue 14, issue 24, issue 47. And I just picked up the second print. I didn't realize it was a second print, and not that it really matters for me for the purposes of this book. But I just picked up the second print at last week before last, whatever it was, when I went up to Huntsville last week. So just picked that up, and so I decided to go ahead and get the first print. It was $2, and you know, hey, I had the first print now too. I did get a toy while I was at the show, and it is Wendigo. So I had, if you've seen my video haul from the Alabama comic crawl that I did, I got the Wolverine and Hulk, and so my plan is to put it with Hulk 181 in a case that one day I'll get and display there and all its goodness. And you know, part of the cover is Wendigo, right? So this is one of the Build-A-Figures, if I'm not mistaken, from Marvel Legends, and where you would get the main toy and then an arm or a leg or the torso. So somebody had already put it together, and I bought it like that. So then we bebop over to Showcase Collectibles. I have showcased some of their statues on my Instagram before. I have also, you know, talked about buying stuff from them before. They're over in Slidell, Louisiana, and so really nice store. Again, it hasn't been that long since I've been there. I don't know how often they restock stuff, but you're always looking for new things. So I've got a list. I try to you know, adhere to the list. Focus, Jason, focus. It didn't always work, but you know, sometimes it does. So I was able to pick up a few good things for there. Wolverine 186, Ice Cream Man issue 20, the 3rd printing. Poor little Lorax. Splat goes the Lorax. Some more sketch covers. American Vampire 1976. So I was thinking like a recreation of the Blade. The Blade, first appearance of Blade in Tomb of Dracula 10. Maybe. Tell me what you think in the comments below. It's also able to pick up another Batman 266. So I need, like, I think one of the 260s. So I showed 260 something, and so the other one I got was 269. This is 266. I think I need 267, and I'll have like 264 through 713. So really cool there. And I also picked up Wolverine 179. So these two Wolverines are the last issues I needed to complete my Wolverine Volume 1 set. Not the miniseries, I've got that, but that'd be Volume 2 if you want to count the miniseries. So the first full series of Wolverine, these are the last two I needed. So I was able to pick those up and finish out that set. So definitely a win, a score today. For that, and then also picked up the Monopoly Guy. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Seeing this, I think on Papa Willie, his Instagram post that he picked these up from GameStop. Like, man, dude, GameStop is like so much better than, because I don't never see these kind of pops at GameStop. And he said he had pre-ordered them, whatever. So what I did was, there's a pop store. I mean, that's all they sell is pops. and so it's almost right next door to the Showcase Collectibles. So I walked over there, and I've got a list. I've got the Funko app downloaded now. I got a list, and I really wanted the main one, which is an older pop. But having this one just came out, I was like, let's go ahead and get that. So the plan is I'm going to put that in. I don't know if you'll really see it or not, but up there, I'm going to put it on top of that shadow box. It'll fit up there. You may never see it as it pertains to that, but I feel like it's fitting, and my pops are taking over there. So wanted to make sure to get those in a safe place. I feel like that Monopoly board is probably the best place for it. So let's talk about giveaway time. So as you might be aware, 900 subscribers is the next milestone for us. It'll be here before you know it, but want to go ahead and enter to win. Give back as I have with the other contests. Give you a chance to win. Be sure to share the channel out so we'll get there sooner rather than later. But all you have to do in order to enter this contest is to, of course, be subscribed to the channel and be 18 years of older or older. Go to the video that's listed 900 subscriber video or giveaway announcement. To make it easy on you, I'm going to put it in the comments down below. And all you got to do is like that video and leave a comment. I want in, and you will be in. And so when we hit 900 subscribers, I'll put you on the wheel that hopefully will work in your favor. And somebody's going to take this heavy Guardians of the Galaxy, Alex Ross goodness right here, omnibus. So it showcases all of these books right here on the inside here. Legit cover price of $125. So definitely, especially if Guardians of the Galaxy is your jam, that's the contest that you want to be in. And so that we can get there sooner rather than later, share the channel out so that we can get up to that 900 subscriber mark. And as you are probably already aware, when we get there, I will probably give away more stuff on that 900 subscriber giveaway. So there you go. Be sure to go ahead and go do that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so that when videos like this drop ever so randomly, you will not miss it. And you can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. But as long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that takes their time out of their schedules to watch any of my videos. And so hopefully everybody's staying safe, reading some good comics. So until next time, keep reading, keep collecting. Adios.